Yo, I'm Eva. So last video we had a look at Victor's full move list. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. It's a bit long, but it comes with a full spreadsheet with all of his moves that we covered in the video. I'll link it below this video again anyway. We did see that Victor has two stances, EI stance and Perfumer stance. So let's talk over the differences and what I believe is the use cases for each of these. Note for future watchers, this is accurate as of the pre-release state of Victor, December 2023. Things may have changed when you're watching this. Just an overall summary would be that Perfumer stance is your lower damage utility focused stance, and EI stance is your higher damage kind of power focused cash out knock 'em down stance. This also helps it make sense and make it more memorable for the ability to enter Perfumer stance and then from Perfumer stance to enter into EI stance to cash out on that damage, but being unable to go from EI stance to Perfumer stance because you've already, got that wide sword stance. You're prepared to cash out and knock them down for big damage. So you can't go from that back to your Perfumer stance. So, before I show you the kind of in motion stuff of these stances, overall Perfumer stance, basically most of its moves that come out of Perfumer stance leave the enemy standing, and Victor with plus frames. The damage ranges from kind of 17 to around like 30 damage. In terms of guaranteed, the kind of 2/2 strings, if you hit the 3 ender or the 1+2 ender, they'll do more damage, but they're not guaranteed, so I'm not going to regard those. And those are more useful for their transition properties to be able to transition into EI stance. The utility moves in Perfumer comes in the form of Perfumer 3 is your heat engager. EI stance does not have a heat engager move. Perfumer 4 is a true tracking homing move. And Perfumer 1+2 is the only option in Perfumer stance which actually knocks down the opponent. All other moves, so Perfumer 1, Perfumer 2/2, Perfumer 3, Perfumer 4, they all leave the enemy standing. And this Perfumer stance, this knockdown option is like the slowest option in the stance at 25 frames startup. And then in EI stance, every single move, from what I can see, every single move in EI stance either splats the enemy or knocks the enemy down. Either way, they're getting airtime, they're going to land on the floor. You're going to be able to do some Oki on them. The damage ranges from about kind of 23 to 40, so a chunk more than your Perfumer stance moves. The only utility moves that are in EI stance, and like utility quote unquote, is EI 3, which is an armored move to power through the enemy's mids and highs, should they choose to challenge you in this stance. So basically this entire stance is just power damage, powering through is kind of how you might want to just like think about it in your brain. EI down to, whilst it hasn't been noted officially in the game as a tracking move, they kind of specifically showed in the trailer when Victor was fighting against Raven that when he does the down 2 kind of sword in the ground kind of burst, like flame burst move, it did track whilst Raven was sidestepping into the background, I believe. So it may have kind of semi-tracking properties, but it's not officially tracking. We'll need to test it to just see how good it is in the actual release. Aside from that, EI stance, every other move knocks down, does damage. That's it in a nutshell. We still don't know how obviously these moves interact on counter hit. Some of these might actually be launchers and stuff like that. So let's just kind of finish off the video by very quickly kind of going through these moves in motion. So your EI1 leaves them, you know, they're still standing, they're not knocked down, does a bit of damage, leaves you in plus frames. Let's also change this back to our Perfumer stance. 2-2. 2-2-1 leaves them standing. The 1 is not. Oh, it's a 1. Sorry, I need to change this spread. I've got to create this spreadsheet. Okay. Yeah, 2-1 leaves them standing. 2-2 is guaranteed. Leaves them standing. So once again, 2-2 leaves them standing. The endings, knockdown is not guaranteed. This is your heat engager. Perfumer 3. Perfumer 4. Spins them around. Tons of plus frames, but leave them standing. And your 1+2 knocks them down really far away. Not really able to get any Oki off of this, but you can approach and threaten something. And then let's go to our EI stance here. Okay, so EI stance. EI stance 1-1 knocks them down. 1-2-2 knocks them down. Flips them over. 1+2 knocks them down. Knocks them down. Your armored move knocks them down. 4-2, down they go. And yeah, all of these in heat. Yep, there they go. And there you go. So as you can see, all of the EI stance ends with the enemy on the ground. And that's only the case with a single move from Perfumer stance. So hopefully that makes it a little bit clearer in your brains. It took me a while to figure this out, embarrassingly. I was like, what is the difference between these two stances? But yeah, there you go. One last thing to note, all of the sample combos currently have EI stance integrated into them. Specifically EI2, which is like their big sword slash, which kind of screws the enemy, I believe, in the air, which is used in the middle of combos. They have no sample combos which integrate the Perfumer stance, but we'll need to do some testing to see if the Perfumer stance can be used in combos and then transition into EI stance in the combo, because that would be pretty cool. And I think that is it. So, alright, less than a month left till the proper release of Tekken 8, so pretty stoked. I might still pump out a couple more of these little help videos for Victor just to get you guys started. Alright, Eva out. Oh, Eva back. Last note, if you find these videos useful, you can do the usual YouTube call to action things, but most importantly, please find your favorite mod creator on PC, if you are on PC, and get them to do, please ask nicely for them to do 3 mods for Victor. We need Dante, a Dante skin or model swap for Victor. We need a Virgil, and we need a waifu mod for Victor. So please do that, and that'll be super awesome. Anyway, Eva out.